Hi there, so this 10-minute workout is perfect for anybody, whether you are a new rower, or whether you're an experienced rower, or you're just the kind of rower that uses the gym's rowing machine for 10 minutes and then you wander off onto something else. This is perfect for all of you. Why? Because it's an easy, hard workout. You alternate easy with hard. Now, as such, because there's hard elements here, and we're going to go straight into this 10-minute workout, if you want to start doing some light rowing now to make sure that you're nicely warmed up before this workout starts, then please do. Okay, there's a timer in the corner, and I'll tell you when the main session is going to start to give you like 20 seconds or so to have a quick drink before we go, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to alternate easy, which is going to be a nice light intensity, okay, around about 5 or 6 out of 10 intensity if that's how you work, which is really equivalent to just a bodyweight squat, okay? So if you're just doing this, that's kind of the push you're putting into the machine, okay? But obviously you're connecting your hands to the handle. If you know your 2K training pace, which is the average 500 meter pace for a 2K time trial that you've done, take your time and divide by 4 to give you that, then we're going to be rowing this at 2K plus 18. Okay, I don't want to overburden you with that kind of stuff. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. You can read about it if you wish. It's in the description to this video. Anyway, right, moving on. So that's the easy part of it. The hard part of it, you're going to go up to 30 strokes a minute. Okay, so the easy is 20 strokes a minute. The hard, you go up to 30 strokes a minute. And I want you to put in either as much power as you can from your legs if you're just doing intensity, or if you have a 2K training pace, I want you to be doing 2K plus 5 or faster. Now, the reason I've got a little rate cap on here at 30 strokes a minute is to make sure you just don't go as fast as you can and then fall off the machine after 1 minute because you've gone too fast or too hard. You have to have some kind of energy left to continue on through this 10-minute row, all right? So you don't completely destroy yourself within that 1 minute, but you make sure that you're working really hard, okay? This is why it's a tough 10-minute workout. And it'll give you a great workout, and it's something that you can keep on coming back to. If you're just a regular gym user or something, you're like, I just want a tough workout, then this is a great one to do, trust me, okay? So we're gonna do 2 minutes just to make sure that we warm up nicely of that easy intensity, and then we're going to go 1 minute hard, 1 minute easy, 1 minute hard, 1 minute easy, blah blah blah, and then we're going to finish with 1 minute that's still going to be at that easy in order to try and cool down. And it's going to be a really quick row today, okay? It's going to fly by because we're jumping between these 1 minute hard and 1 minute easy. Right, so I've been talking forever, so we're pretty much at that point where we're going to get into the main session. So if you've been warming up, have a quick drink and just make sure your machine is set up correctly, okay? So on a concept 2, that means going to your drag factor first and setting that where you want it to be. Then you go to your monitor and set that at eye height to give yourself a good chance of a good posture, so you don't have to look up, you don't have to look down. And then you set your foot stretcher height, foot straps, so that you're able to come into the front of the machine with your shins pointing vertically, okay? If you're set too high, you might not be able to get there. If you're set too low, you might go scooting straight past. If you're on a non-concept 2, most of that didn't make much sense. The only thing really is the resistance of the whatever you're using. Make sure you get a nice feel out of the stroke, but you don't have to heave against it, okay? It's just a nice stroke. So, we're about to get into this. So make sure that you have, I left my water bottle inside, so I can't even have a drink. And after all this talking, my mouth is going blah, blah, blah. Make sure that you're happy for this. We're going to do 2 minutes light rowing, and then we're going to crack into that hard, fast 30 strokes a minute, okay? So make sure that you're using these first 2 minutes to make sure you're nice and warm for that, okay? So 20 strokes a minute, 30 strokes a minute, easy, hard. All right, I'll keep you right with it, but fine. Huge intro today, I apologize, but I had to kind of get all this out of the way, and hopefully you're nice and warm through all that. So we're going to start nice and easy in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're going to do 2 minutes, 20 strokes per minute. And like I say, if you're just working from an intensity point of view, start this off as though it's just a body weight squat. So you're just standing up. And obviously as you push your feet into the machine to stand up, you're not actually standing up, okay? You're rowing. As you do that, you want your hands to connect the handle to the machine at the same time, okay? So as you push with the feet, the hands pick up whatever the power generation on your machine is, whether it's a flywheel or a water wheel or a magnet. So we're 1 minute in. If you have 2K training pace, then make sure that you're at 2K plus 18. Everybody else, you should start to feel as though your heart rate's going up. Your breathing should have increased its rate, and you should just feel everything, muscle, ligament, whatever else there is, easing up, allowing you to move, so that when in 7 strokes time we crank up the pace and the rate, you're happy to do so. So 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. So you increase stroke rate by pushing with your feet harder. Okay, so think about generating power by pushing, and that increases your drive speed, which is half of your stroke, and then the other half is the return, and you make that faster by getting the hands away over your knees before you bend those knees. Okay, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down to that easy pace. Now, hopefully, even if you're not on a Concept 2, whatever machine you are rowing on shows you some kind of speed data. I want you to make sure that when you come back to these easy parts, you row at the same pace for each of them. So don't slow down. Whew. Okay, next one's coming up. 3, 2, 1. Back up to 30s. So push harder with the legs, and really that should take care of your increase in stroke rate and the increase in your pace too, because that power needed to have a faster stroke rate translates to faster rowing. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to 20. So that's 5 minutes gone. Whew. Remember, you want to make sure you're getting that power into the machine at both stroke rates, easy and hard. So arms straight at the front, forward, lean, tilted over your hips into the front of the machine, and then hold those arms straight as you push. Okay, one more stroke. Here we go. 30s again. Get that pace up. And again, if you can be consistent with these faster chunks, hold the same pace each time you do them. I'm at 2K plus 3 right now. It's quite nice, comfortable. But remember, you can push even harder than me because I am talking away to you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to 20 strokes a minute. Now, as long as you are putting in the right amount of effort on both the easy and the hard sides of this row, this should have given you a great workout in only 10 minutes. Perfect for anyone, but really those gym users who just want to use a rowing machine, this should be right up your street. 2, 1, here we go. Last one of the 30s. Get that forward tilt into the front of the machine, arms straight, and hold the arm straight and tilt as you push your legs into the machine. You're only pulling at the back of the stroke, okay? Don't grab and pull from the front. If you're struggling with stroke rates, that's probably why. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now back to those easier 20 strokes per minute. Just to cool down. You of course don't have to stop when I stop. You can carry on cooling down while I say goodbye. The stretching John inset that I put on my other workouts, he's not going to make an appearance today, so make sure after this row to do some stretching, and not in the shower please. I don't want you to slip and fall over. Ugh. And that is our 10 minutes finished. And hopefully you'll agree that that was a fun but tough workout. And remember, that's the kind of workout that you can come back to time and time again. Now you've done it once and you have the knowledge of where your pace sat as you were doing that, you can now be sitting there thinking, okay, so I feel X tired. Next time I come in, I can go a little bit harder and be X plus 1 tired. Okay, so it's a great row just for just attenuating. And I mean, even the easy side of that, you can back right off if you want. You can just paddle, and then the hard ones, you can go even harder. You can really put everything into them. And again, the only reason for the rate cap is just to make sure you're controlled. You really don't want to be flying up at like 45, 50 strokes per minute and not really giving yourself enough time to recover through the next minute before the next one. The point here is that you should be able to maintain the same hard pace each time through that row. So anyway, that's one to come back to. You can add that to the library. Remember, I'm stacking all these together in the rowing for non-rowers or rowing for gym users, can't remember what I called the playlist, but it's a playlist where all of these sit inside, and I'll build up that library for rows that basically for people that don't really care about rowing. For those of you that are just in here just to use the machine, you really don't care about a faster 2K time or a 5K. You don't want to enter an indoor rowing championships or whatever. You just want to go to the gym, use the machine, and then, like I say, wander off onto the next machine. So hopefully these workouts are going to sit there quite nicely for you. And then if you enjoy them enough, you can always look out at some of my other workouts I have on this channel and go, all right, that's what you can be doing in the rowing machine. That's interesting, longer stuff. Okay, so there we go. Right, so I'll keep it short and I will say goodbye now. So thank you so much for taking part in this row with me. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me some kind of a comment somewhere and let me know how you got on. I usually leave a hashtag at the end of my videos just as a way for people to prove that they got to the end. So if you're going to join in with that and you want to use a hashtag comment, it's just hashtag easy hard. because that's what today's was, okay? And that's why the thumbnail should be me going, easy hard, okay? So thank you once again for doing these. Please let me know if you have any feedback, questions, or suggestions for something else that I do. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.